Will you look back when you're old and gray and think those dumb kids had a lot to say when we were trying to make this night one you'd remember? I don't care if my wheels don't turn, I don't care if my pipe don't burn, as long as I am flowing through your veins after I'm gone away.
It's Friday night, you know what that means. And Stacey can't be here because she's made plans to see a friend who she's not seen in a while, and she didn't know it was going to be on a Friday till like middle of the week. So send her your messages in the comments anyway. I'm sure she'll be reading them. I'm going to just go straight to the Joneses. We've got at least two of them here in the vicinity. We've got Andrew, Laura, how you doing?
That's right.
So, before we talk about this road trip, I just wanted to before we came on, I just thought for a laugh, I'll just Google search UK theme park news, and I found a few headlines, and I thought we could talk a bit about them. But the first one I found was just so odd. It was the first one that came up, and I just clicked on it. I think it's from Daily Star. Brits flocked to cheap UK theme park better than Disneyland and Legoland. I would ask you, do you know what theme park they're referring to?
I do. Adventure Island.
Close. It's that kind of thing.
Oh.
Creeley.
I saw basically exactly the same headline for Adventure Island the other day.
And I came across this, the Project Ocean. Is that like the Ripsaw thing everyone's been going on about?
Yeah.
How long has it been called Project Ocean?
Is that the article where they announced that Project Horizon was being built by RMC?
I don't know. I didn't read it because I literally did this about 10 minutes before you came onto the studio. But what I found pretty funny, and someone will probably correct me, but here's a photo which they say concept art and they say image from Towers Times, but then it looks like Towers Times have taken it from someone else in the corner. There's a watermark on it from someone else who's not Towers Times.
Yeah.
Although to cover my own back, I've put Towers Times link in the description, so because I hear they get quite rowdy about photos and stuff. But what I found funny was how strict they are on photos. What do you think about that photo, by the way? I think it looks a bit like the building from Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously masked to see there, so you can't see what's actually going to be there. That's just the area that they're going to build, isn't it? But yeah, it's a bit weird that they revealed concept art, but it's not really concept art. A bit strange.
So, are we just still speculating what kind of ride it's going to be at this point?
Well, there's only one I want it to be, and that's going to be a kind of Huss top spin, but I don't think they can fit one in there.
Did you ever see I can't remember what park it was at now in the States, the Tomb Raider ride, and that was like an indoor one. Would you like to see something like that?
No, I think the way they designed it, where you walk through the tunnel, I think it's going to be something that's like a spectacle as you walk between kind of Forbidden Valley and where Galactica is. It almost feels like it's going to be like a new area, possibly, where Galactica is, that you walk through to.
Do you think they've done anything to Galactica? Everyone keeps speculating that as well.
I think they've power washed it, by all accounts, which is good news.
I don't think they're renaming it because they've put the logos up in the Tower Street shop. A brand new logo with Galactica on it.
MA Travels. I've got to see MA Travels at some point. I've still got their prizes. Also, I'm hopefully going to see you on opening day because I missed you last year when I was meant to give you your prizes, which I've still got. One more headline I just picked out. Lesser known UK theme park by the seaside to launch brand new roller coaster this year. Now, what do you think that is? Do you know what park that is?
Oh.
Is it Bream? No.
I thought you were going to say Adventure Island. It's Fantasy Island, I think. But what I found funny was they kind of have this headline about the new Spinning Mouse XXL.
Yeah, I did see this.
Oh, it's not the one that just stick in the car park every couple of years.
They're making it bigger, so it's an existing coaster. They're making it larger.
Yeah.
It's not really a new coaster.
But what I thought was funny, and I'm not like doxing the person, or I'm not having a go at the person, but I'm having a go at the newspaper. This is from the Sun now. Is the next bit where they've basically just taken what someone's written on their Facebook page. So at this point, the newspapers are stealing news from Diary of a Roller Coaster Girl.
They're probably just using AI to generate the articles, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just pulling information off different sources.
And I've got a photo. I think that's concept of what it's going to be.
Yeah, so that's similar to the one that's in Where do we go?
Green.
Yeah, they've got like a large kind of wild mouse there.
You mean the bulldog though?
No, the wild mouse.
Which
Well,
wild mouse?
They're quite fun. I think they are quite fun.
It depends. That was quite fun because it was wet. And we were allowed to go in at one person at a time, which was pretty cool.
Bluey. What? Okay, before we talk about Alton Towers, what do you think about the announcement of Bluey? Because it's been brought up in the chat.
Yeah, not really getting it. Isn't it just another CBeebies dog?
I didn't even know.
It's a girl. So I saw this headline about they're bringing Bluey to CBeebies Land. I just assumed Bluey was a boy. That's the. So I got some education out of it, I guess. But
I think it is quite a big IP, isn't it, in terms
Yeah.
of CBeebies and stuff. So yeah, I think it's gonna bring people in.
I think it's going to go in that what was Nina's science lab.
oh yeah,
So I think it's going to be more of either like a playhouse or some sort of interactive attraction rather than a ride.
I think it'll just be a meet and greet point, kind of like where Hey Dougie is, that sort of thing.
Possibly.
so we'll start with Alton Towers because this was the first park you did on your road trip, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to double check.
That's that day, the first day of the Pirates event.
Had you told James you were taking a photo before you?
That's just his usual photo. Yeah, no, to be fair, it's an awesome day. We've been to the Pirate event last year, and it was a really good little event. And they bossed it this year. Just walking into the towers down Tower Street, they had bunting everywhere, massive pirate takeover sign at the end. The effort was like 10 out of 10 for the effort.
How much had you missed Alton Towers? Did that play into it?
Yeah, a little bit. But we were there at Christmas, so it's not that long ago. It was only like was it 5-6 weeks ago we were there. But the pirate event has a different atmosphere to any of the other events. It's way more family focused. It is kind of aimed at kind of younger kids or adults my age. But it's just a really awesome event. The treasure hunt that you do, all the kind of challenges that you have to do, they're just really well thought out, and it kind of adds to the experience. And kind of top marks to the entertainment staff. The entertainment staff make the event. Without them, it wouldn't be an event. They're just awesome.
So how much was open?
Very little. So it's basically the same offering as the Christmas offering. So you've got Heave-Ho, Rollers Mayhem, and then CBeebies.
Did you feel like they could have opened the curse or not?
No, because it's too far out of the way. I think they'd have to. I don't know. It doesn't really fit with a pirate.
They could have
theme.
opened Katanga Canyon a bit.
Yeah, Katanga Canyon would be a good pirate-ish themed one, I suppose.
Like maybe they had like a battle between the Katanga Canyons and the pirates, something like that. Indeed.
Which one's that? Is that Tari?
There you go.
They're
They
Atari.
catch armed during the episode. So would you say this was better than the Christmas event?
Yeah, miles better than the Christmas event.
Way better.
I thought the Christmas event. Oh, cat, go away. Well, I thought the Christmas event was the worst event last season, and the Festival of Thrills was bad. I thought the Christmas event was just rubbish, if I'm honest.
I think they might be planning to get rid of it, so they want to do a really bad job, so then no one misses
back
it when
this year, though, isn't it? They've already announced
it's happening this year, is it?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's entertainment led.
Yeah.
The rides, they're there, but we weren't really bothered with them. It was more about seeing what the entertainment had.
We only went on one ride, didn't we?
Oh, seriously?
I'm just going to let the cats out.
What were the shows like? Was it just mainly music?
So
or was
in
there...
terms of shows, you had one with the big shark mascot. Is he called Sharky?
Remember the shark's name?
Sharky.
You think he might be Sharky. So that was just
Captain Finn?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Captain Finn. So that was just like a few little dance moves to be in Captain Finn's pirate school. And then there was the main show, which was dance, music, a bit of slapstick comedy.
Search for the Crown of Tahulu.
Yeah.
Tahulu.
But then, more than that, the treasure hunt, each station on that had entertainers on, which were really quite good and amusing.
Did you want to actually finish listing them off, and then I was going to say, do you want to describe what the treasure hunt entailed.
I was just going to say that they had put entertainers in each room of the sea life as well, which was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The guy that's normally outside the curse was in the sea life, as well as a lot of other actors as well.
Backwards man.
That's from your photos. I think I might have got some of them here. But like, you recognise the entertainment staff from their other roles. It's just quite nice.
Yeah.
I think they hired extra staff as well because a few entertainers I didn't really recognise. But yeah, they're all.
Just wrote to them, do you work here, mate?
Yeah, the actual treasure hunt, it kind of revolves around finding letters and numbers. So you get a little sheet of card with all like the clues on it. And then you go to each of these stations and there's different challenges. There's one where you have to spin the ship's wheel around to make like a number. There's another one where you have to, it's kind of like you put a ball on two beams and you have to pull the beams apart and together to make the ball roll. Yeah, that one. That's quite cool.
There's a dancing one as well.
Yeah, there's a dancing one where Laura danced, which I'm still having nightmares about.
I danced as well.
Yeah, you dance as well. That gives me even more nightmares.
Was that with the stamps as well? So it's similar to they did it at Smile, but done it at Warwick Castle as well.
Were they just to collect the stamps?
The stamps you just collected, they didn't check them to get your treasure or anything.
No, yeah. Basically, you had to get all the letters, and then you had to unscramble them to create a word, and then you went to the what was the final stage called? I can't remember now.
Final stage.
Like the final bit where you took the word to get your prize.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But yeah, you went to the final one and they asked you a riddle, didn't they? And then you had to get the riddle right, show them your card, and then you got...
Are you allowed to tell us the riddle or not?
What, sorry?
Are you allowed to tell us the riddle or not? I know there's a couple of days.
No, give the game away. She probably uses the same one each time, so I don't want to give the game away.
What riddle?
What riddle? There we go, she's already forgotten it. Yeah, but then you got... have you got your little coin, Darcy? That you got from Pirate Takeover? So they give you a bag, a load of sweets, and then a key ring, I think it was.
There's this that they gave you.
I had those. Yeah.
It's like
A little key ring.
it says
Carabiner keyring.
it does say Pirate Takeover on it there.
That's quite
And
cool.
the coin that they give you, it's like kind of a medallion coin. It's actually a metal coin. It's not like a plastic coin. It's a proper metal coin, which is quite cool.
Like just to prove to you that it is
Well,
metal.
you don't need to prove. We believe you.
Let's go pretty full. So, did you go on Battle Galleons?
What's the bag?
Battle Galleons, yeah, it was actually really good. We were relieved that they turned the guns off. So that was like stage one. It's like, are the guns on? No.
Yeah, February is not the right time to go on Splash Battle.
Battle Galleons.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because these are your photos. Is that Ben and Holly in the boat?
It is Ben and Holly.
And Ben was in full song as well. He was singing some pirate shanties.
Was there some interaction with the person on the boat? Were they an actor, or was it just simply for safety reasons?
Yeah, so they were an actor and they had a story they were telling as you went round, but then there were also tasks to do as you went round. Like they had you singing songs. There was bits you had to read off a sign.
Yeah,
like the pirate eye test.
It was quite funny. It was like an optician's eye test where I had different letters, and then she asked you to read each one out. At the bottom
Wait,
one.
can I see the eye chart? So it says it had 2 eyes, so it's like I, and it had R, so it was like R, and then she said, read the bottom line.
And it was 7 letter C's, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So it was 7 C's.
yeah, and it's funny.
So some of the stuff is so random and so fun. It almost seems like a child-friendly version of like a stag do or something. It's just got that kind of vibe about it. Would you say?
Exactly. Yeah, that bit they did on Battle Galleons was a good use of the ride without the guns. It was kind of fairly entertaining. A little bit awkward sometimes when it was kind of just us. Didn't seem to be enough people there when we were on it to make it more fun, if that makes sense. But
How about was it busy in general? Like the whole place?
It was quiet when we first arrived. As we were leaving, yeah, it was busy. It was getting busy.
Did you park in the Express again?
Yeah, like the
coach part bit.
the coach part bit. But yeah, it was the actual Battle Galleons was a really good use of the kind of the ride. And the first pirate that we had on the boat was the one that played Gretel at Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah.
And I think the
Were
second
you calling her Gretel?
No.
You
I
don't
can't
get a
remember.
load of entries to be
No,
fair.
no, she was yappering all the time. So, yeah. But yeah, she was really good. She did a really good job at kind of describing it and stuff. And they had James noticed as we were coming back into the station on the ride that the mermaid from Darkest Steps was actually being used. Some of the props from Darkest Steps.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but what got me, and I don't know if Laura sent you a picture of the frogs, the frog fountains.
Yeah, they were on
Yeah,
there.
I've got it, yeah.
So the frogs were dressed as pirates. They had little leather suits on and beards.
Wait, can I tell a
which was
funny
just
bit?
awesome.
They also reused some of the baubles as well.
Yeah, so the Christmas. So instead of pearls, they're using the Christmas baubles, classic towers.
So, would you say it's worth the trip? I don't know how much
I'd
they
say
charge
it's
for non-pass.
I way preferred it to Festival Thrills and Christmas.
I preferred it from last year's event.
Yeah, it's definitely a step up on last year's, and I'm hoping it's going to be a permanent one each year because it was really good. It's really good there. It helped going with James as well. I haven't seen James for a while. And it was awesome to spend the day with James. We saw Ben and Holly briefly as well. I think they were going to
Nathan as well.
They're going to a gig, weren't they? I think it was Holly's first gig that evening. So,
Oh, yeah, Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, Nathan from Man of Attractions.
Do you think they could open a few more rides though? Was CBeebies open?
CBeebies was, I think, fully open. The only ride I noticed was closed.
Go Jetters.
It was Go Jazz. It didn't have the cars on there.
Did you go in the Furchester?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
And Nathan's never been in Furchester as well.
Oh,
So
Furchester's brilliant.
Nathan's
Everyone who's
brilliant.
never been in it, when they go on it, when we meet up with them, and then
Oh, excuse me.
so you'd recommend it?
100%. We actually tried to book again for this weekend, but the tickets were all sold out. So, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Apparently they're
Oh,
limiting
no.
the pass holder tickets more now.
They got no pass holder or public tickets for tomorrow.
Oh, really? That's your vlog's working then, obviously.
Yeah.
Legoland. I want to talk about this adventure golf because
Yes.
we do a lot of adventure golf, and so do you.
Yeah.
So what were you expecting before you went in? Because you kind of seen photos.
But can I say?
Yeah, cool.
So I thought it was going to be like really, really cheap and nasty in there, but it really wasn't. I thought it was going to be like a bit bad, but it was really well themed, wasn't it?
The weird thing was there was 4 distinct courses that you could do based on different things. Lego City, Lego Space, Lego Friends.
No,
Halloween.
it was no.
No,
It was.
I can't remember.
It was medieval, pirate, aliens, and city.
Yeah. So it was, how much was it? £10 each with Merlin discount to do
That's
9 holes.
Is each course 9 holes then?
Well, that's right.
Each course.
Each course 9 holes, not 18.
Yeah. But they were really well themed as well. So kind of, well, I say they were really well themed. The actual course themselves, some of them, like we'd only did 9 holes, but 2 of the holes were basically identical, weren't they? They had different theming on them, but the holes themselves were identical, which was a bit weird. But yeah, it's a really good golf course.
The lighting looks good though.
We did feel some of the holes were a bit short. Like the first one that you showed there, that was the first hole. And you got to choose to go either side of it, so you could go on the blue one or the pink one. And it literally just was one straight hit down into the hole.
Yeah, I had one massive bugbear with the whole thing as well. Is that the numbers for the holes were like really small and they weren't where you could easily see them. So you almost had to hunt around each hole every time you wanted to.
Did you walk onto the wrong one at any point though?
Yeah, a few times we did. We kind of were walking around where people were trying to find the next hole, which is a bit kind of, I don't know, they could have done better with that.
Because they didn't naturally flow either, did they?
No.
They were all like scattered around the room. Which I suppose in a way, you could have done them in whatever order and just marked them on your card in the order that you did them, really. But yeah, it was a bit strange that you're like, oh, where's hole 2? Oh, it's right over the other side of the room.
I think next time we go to Legoland, each time we go, we're going to do another 9 holes because it was good. It was a good day.
The only problem is it's £10 per person, so for us it was £30.
It's not that bad
For
though,
all
for
3
9
of us.
holes. It did seem to go quite quick when we were in there. It took long to do.
I think it's because like we were rushed because there's people in front of us and behind us.
No,
So it was a bit...
I don't think
It's
we
quite
rushed
busy
that.
though. You're quite busy.
Yeah, it was busy. Yeah.
I know that photo looks big, but how big does it feel when you're in there? Does it feel quite big or?
Massive.
Yeah, it's quite big. Each section is like your normal sized 9-hole crazy golf, I suppose. It is quite big in that.
And did any of you get a hole in one?
I can't remember.
You got one.
I think I might have got one, yeah.
Well, like that one there that you've got on the screen. So that's hole 1, but the one that you can just see right next to it with the blue with the pink splash is also hole 1. So you had a choice which one to go for, but that was literally the whole hole that you can see there.
Is that the same all the way around then? Are there 2 versions of each hole?
No,
No,
just
just
that
the
one.
first one. But that was literally it for that hole. You just hit the ball.
And you've done the one at Towers, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you think that could do with a major facelift, or is it worth just scrapping it?
I don't know, it wasn't too bad last time we did it. They've done it up quite a bit, haven't they?
Problem is, it's outdoors, that one, so it's always going to need kind of a bit of TLC each year, isn't it? Whereas obviously the Legoland one.
When you last went, did you think was the I don't know if it's Hex or Dark Forest, the one with the tree in it, was that still broken? It's like got the Hex tree laying down, and you hit the ball through it. I don't know if you can remember now.
Yeah, well, you can. There's like loads of different holes, and you hit the ball, and they all come out different slopes. Oh, it's working fine.
I'm not sure what it's supposed to do, to be fair, but is it supposed to make a noise or something?
No, there's one like it's a log laying down, and you shoot it through. It goes down towards the hole, but that log was like smashed open last time I went, so it just looked really.
I didn't notice that. No. I think that was alright.
And do you think it's pretty much confirmed that Ripsaw's coming back because the Ripsaw hole's still there, isn't it?
I think, well, unless it's a custom Huff's topspin, they won't be able to fit it in that new area. So I'm not sure. Have to wait and see.
You seemed really up for it before, and now you're being more of a realist about the Ripsaw thing.
Well,
it doesn't fit.
I'd love it.
Want it to fit
I'd love it to fit, but it just doesn't fit. When I look at the sizes of it, it just doesn't make any sense.
Would you rather have something thrilling or themed very well?
Both. It needs to be both by that, the way they've designed it.
Here's the thing. With the Curse and with Jewel wasn't that well themed and wasn't really modern. So it was kind of just like sitting there because the guns never worked or anything. Wasn't really that well done anymore because it was getting old. But when the Curse got introduced, it was like really, really well themed, and now that's your favourite dark ride out of all the dark rides. So technically, it is theming.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want something really like a boring little ride.
I'm praying they don't put a Nebulous there because we've seen
an indoor one.
No, sorry,
an indoor one.
I don't think it'll be indoor. It'll be an outside ride wherever's going where Ripsaw is, because you can see it from both sides. So it's going to be a double-sided ride, which is what makes me think it's going to be one of the Huss top spins, the double-sided ones.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a pirate ship.
But now you've jinxed it. It could be a Nebulous or Nebula Z, however you want to pronounce
Nebulouses look awesome to look at, stunning.
They take a lot of time to batch, though, don't they?
It's ridiculous. They like move a bit, they put people on, they move a bit more, put people on, and then it moves around like 3 times and stops again. I just don't see the point of them. I'm sorry. I don't.
So it can't be very thrilling on it either, because basically all you're just going up and round, and that's it.
So the Deep Dino Coaster, is that your latest cred? Have you done one since then?
Well, I had a really bad thought after we went to Legoland. I was like, oh God, that was our first coaster in 2024. It's not a good start, is it?
What number was it for you on your count? Did you do the count?
I think I haven't got that many. I think it was 77 or something for me.
No way. It was like 72.
That's not far off.
It's close. But yeah, it's the only cred we've not got at Legoland. And then I was thinking, well, in like 3 months' time, we're going to have to go back for another cred because the new coaster's opening. So it's taken us like 3 years to get that cred. It's going to take us another 3 to get the next one properly, isn't it?
How does the new coaster look? I mean, you can kind of see it in the background, can't you, there?
Yeah, I was really surprised. It looks awesome, to be fair. It's I
feel like, I mean, I'm going to touch on Drayton more next week, and I'll let people know at the end of the show about that. But I feel like Drayton and Legoland have both picked the wrong year to have new roller coasters. Like any other year, it would have been fine, but just with Hyperion and Nemesis, they would have been so much better off just delaying it a year.
I don't know. I think people that want to ride them will still go and ride them. It's just
Oh yeah, but I don't think it's going to have as much impact when you've got. It's a bit like this is a weird analogy. I was thinking about this on Thursday when it was brought up with a conversation. I don't know if you'll agree. It's a bit like George Harrison. He was a really good musician, right, in the Beatles, and I think he was the best one. But because Paul McCartney and John Lennon were also in the band, he always got overlooked. And I feel like it's going to be like that with Drayton and Legoland this year. They've got these new coasters that are really good and going to look really well themed, probably going to be really good. I've not ridden them yet, obviously. But I feel like, well, Nemesis Reborn and Hyperion are over there, and no one's going to really give it much attention. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, to a certain degree. It's. I think it will. It won't get as much attention as it needs to. The Legoland coaster, it does look awesome, to be fair.
How big is the person that?
It's
Racer.
the biggest one in the world.
Yes,
apparently.
it's got its world record for being the biggest minifig. And to be fair, she's quite tall. I'd say, was she maybe
The height of a house.
the height of a house, easily, yeah, 12 meters, 12, 15 meters, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
She,
it's
she doesn't look that far away there, but she obviously is.
Yeah, pretty big. It's weird. It's where like where the old White House is in Legoland.
Yeah.
The roller coaster is directly in front of that.
Oh, really?
So the spike on the coaster almost looks like it touches the White House.
It just moves out the way at last minute.
Spell with me, it's a drink.
So, for a quick review, Laura, of the Duplo Dino coaster, what would you say?
It was an alright little coaster, wasn't it? It was fast and it was smooth.
Was it better than Octonauts?
No, probably not. It's a lot smaller than Octonauts. It hasn't really got any elements of jeopardy in it like you have in Octonauts.
Octonauts.
The squirty
Is
thing.
it 2 lap special on this?
No.
Go cough in the other room like Daddy is.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. Is it 2 lap special?
It was, wasn't it? Was it 2?
Yeah.
Or was it
I think
3?
yeah.
It wasn't that many laps for that coaster though.
Yeah, it took quite a while to load on that one.
Selfie.
We do love the Lego 4D cinemas.
Was it a new show?
That was one we hadn't seen before, wasn't it? It was Lego City Police Chase or something.
Yeah.
But they had 4 or 5 different shows on that day. But it was really quite good, that one. Oh, did you want to explain that?
Oh, so basically, that was like, was it the Ferrari Centre?
Yeah.
So they had like a massive car built out of Lego, and there they had. If anyone's been to Lego Discovery Centres before, you can normally like build cars to go on real tracks that they have, and it was like that. But they also you could build your own car, and you could put it in a scanner thing, and it would scan your car from all directions, and then it would use that image on the screen. And basically, it was like a race, so you could click boost and another button, and when you click boost, it would go faster. And it's basically just like a lap of races.
Are you racing other people at the same time?
Yeah.
I got a photo of the Ferrari as well. I thought that was a good photo.
Yeah, full size Ferrari, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quickly, what's your review of? I've asked Laura. What's your review of Duplo coaster? And
Yeah. It's what it is. Yeah.
do you keep a book where you write like I've seen them, you can buy them, where you write the roller coaster name and what number it is, and then a little like sentence review. So
We've
instead of that, you just write yeah.
Yeah, we've got an old school spreadsheet. We keep all this on with us. Yeah.
Who's got the most creds out of you? Is it Andrew?
Yeah, only just though. I've only got a few more than Laura and Darcy. Darcy's only like 10 behind us, considering she's only 10.
And he's 44.
Yes, thanks for that.
Chessington. Now, did Darcy know about Chessington before you went? I know the room was a surprise.
She knew we were going to Chessington, but we hadn't told her about the room.
Well, no, technically I didn't for a good 2 weeks. Because you kept on saying to me, we're going somewhere in February half term, but we're not going to tell you.
That was stressing me out, wasn't it?
Yes, it was really
Really?
stressful. Yeah.
All this anxiety.
She doesn't like not knowing stuff. But yeah, we didn't tell her that we were actually staying in the Capri Sun room until literally like the morning we were actually staying there. Because we told us we were staying in the Premier Inn, which is the one like right outside Chestnut, which to be fair, we stayed in before and it's actually all right. But the Capri Sun room was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? We shall only be doing it once. We shan't be doing it again.
Hey, I think we're doing
Yeah,
all right.
we really are.
So what did you
Yeah.
think about the room? I mean, I've got a lot of photos you've given me.
We've
But
been in a few different themed rooms in kind of hotels and stuff over the years. I'll be honest, that one was by far my favourite. I just loved it. It's not for some people. Like, you almost have to wear sunglasses, and the pictures don't really do it justice.
No, the pictures look quite dull in comparison to what the actual room
Like, the
is.
orange paint on the skirting board is the most orange paint you've ever seen in your entire life.
It was like
so bright.
neon. It was like
It's almost like neon orange.
yeah.
I've not got photos of the Oreo one on me, but this looks a lot more. The Oreo one looks very boring in comparison to this.
Yeah.
This looks
Yeah.
like the one you want to get.
Well, the main reason why we didn't choose the Oreo one, because Darcy actually probably likes Oreos more than she likes Capri Sun. But I just couldn't sleep on a round bed. That just doesn't sound like fun.
And also,
It's not round. Apparently, it's biscuit shaped.
Yeah.
That's
The
what
Capri Sun one had a slide in it as well, which I think clinched it for Darcy.
Did you go on the slide as well?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to be extracted by the fire service. So
The only thing is, with the slide, it was like literally, it was more than vertical.
yeah,
Yeah,
so that Darcy was on it. She was like, "It's like saw the ride. It's more than vertical." And like the actual slide, it almost went back on itself. And the first time she went down it, I thought she was going to knock herself out.
How do you get on the top of that slide? Is it that bit in the background there? Do you have to go up the top bunk and then walk
Yeah,
across?
she has to climb up the top bunk and then kind of go to the left and then down the slide.
Did she injure herself going down that? It does look really steep now from this angle.
I think it's meant for kids slightly kind of younger than Darcy, because when Darcy went down it, it was like it didn't have clatter and bang, didn't it? But you enjoyed it. I got woken up at like 6:45 in the morning by the sound of Darcy going down the slide, and then I told her not to do it because it was noisy, and then I heard the next room doing it, so I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah,
It looks really good, to be fair.
Yeah, it's there's a few things, considering it's only been open like a couple of months. There's quite a bit of damage in the room already. So like the chair that's still in the shape of an orange, somebody obviously spun it around and caught the back of the chair on the desk unit. It was a bit of a shame because people obviously haven't looked after the room as they should have, which isn't Merlin's fault, obviously. But yeah, it was just a bit of a shame that it's only like literally a couple of months old and there's already quite a bit of damage in there.
It's only like 2 months, isn't it?
Yeah, but saying that, the room was still awesome. I absolutely loved it. The theming in there, the bamboo, the transfers, like in the bathroom where the shower was, they had like it looked like water coming out the side of the bath and went all the way across the floor as well. But it was all like vinyl flooring. It's really well thought out. Can't really see it on that.
The only thing that wasn't thought out was the ladders to get up onto the second bunk of the bed.
Yeah, so the bunk beds get onto the slide.
Yeah, it looks quite tight there.
The smallest round rungs on the ladder ever. So even without shoes on, like trying to climb it, it looked really painful.
And
I don't know whether that's intentional to stop kids using the slide as much. I don't know. But
I'm going to ask this. I assume the answer is yes. There is a switch for that Capri Sun light.
It's switched off. Yeah, 100% switched off. Could we get it to come back on? No. We had to turn it on and off about 4 times and eventually it flickered back into life. So again.
Oh, so that's already on the way out.
Yeah. So yeah, I can quite imagine in like a couple of months the room's not going to look anywhere near as nice as it does now. But yeah, it was awesome.
How would you rate your night's sleep in there?
I haven't slept for like a week because this cough that I got. So I can't really give you an answer on that. But yeah, the bed was super comfy, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it was a nice big bed.
My bed was actually quite tiny.
Yeah, that's the only problem with Darcy's because she had the slide in the room. The actual bunk beds were a bit smaller, I think, than normal.
Oh yeah, they were only about like 2.5 foot wide rather than 3 foot.
They're really narrow.
But one interesting thing is every time you went into the room, it played a tune and then made like the noise of you pouring a drink into a glass.
Did that make you need the toilet?
Really loud.
But yeah, it was like volume 10. It was stupidly loud. And I was thinking like, oh my God, if that does that in the middle of the night when you have to go out of the room for some reason, people are going to wake up. But yeah, about 8 o'clock at night, I stopped doing it and I started doing it again about 8 in the morning.
Did you get 3 Capri Suns in the room?
Well, considering there's 3 of us, we had 2 tiny Capri Suns, which is
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there's still 2, so could have been.
When you figured out that door was making a sound, did Darcy go up to it and just keep open?
Yeah, we rang Granddad and Grandma around and showed them, didn't we? So we kept opening the door. What was funny was the room next to us. They opened their door, but it was a different sound. So I'm assuming it was the Oreo room.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
did you
it
hear
made
what-
like a Cookie Monster kind of noise.
yeah, but every time we went in and out of our rooms, the next door were going in and out of theirs, we were like smiling at each other because it was just ridiculous how loud it was. The entire corridor of the hotel could hear it.
Like literally to the point when our next door left, we could hear their tune, and it sounded like it was coming from our room.
Yeah, it's that loud. But it's awesome. And
So
he had a little safe in the room as well. We have to do a little challenge. You want to tell people about that?
Was that to get the Capri Suns?
No. So basically, they give a sheet of paper. There's like 4 questions on it. One was you had to count how many stepping stones there were in the room.
Well, the first one was how many butterflies were in the kids' room.
Yeah. What was the second one?
Stepping stones.
Stepping stones.
Stepping stones. Then how many monkeys were stealing oranges?
Yeah. And then what was the last one? How many flowers?
How many flowers were in the bathroom?
Yeah. Basically, you worked out the code, and then there was a little safe under the bunk beds.
What was it?
And eventually, we managed to get the right code. It looks like we did it in about 2 minutes on the video that we put out. Didn't it? It took about 3/4 of an hour because we could not get the right code. Basically, because there was an extra stepping stone and an extra butterfly that we were counting, but they were only like half a stepping stone.
Oh, so they didn't count it on there.
And they didn't count them in. So we took those off and we got straight in. But again, when you open the safe, it made the Capri Sun noise, like the music, which is quite cool.
What was in the safe?
Guess what we got in the safe?
A key ring that says
No,
Capri.
2 packs of Oreos.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually thought you were going to say 2 straws for the drinks.
2 packs of Oreos and 2 little soft toy penguins. I was like, should be Capri Sun, but I suppose I can't keep Capri
Do you reckon
Sun.
they got Capri Suns in the Oreo room?
I know that's what I was
That's
thinking.
what I was wondering, yeah.
So, where did you eat this food?
So we went to Legoland. We didn't stay on park till late, so we just went to McDonald's. We were lazy. But then in Chessington, we used the Chessington, is it Zafari or Zufari?
Safari.
Basically,
Zafari.
one of the on-site restaurants. And we've been there loads of times over the years. And the food ranges from like really crap to kind of fairly good. And it was probably on a fairly good level when we went this last weekend.
How was that bun? Because it looks like it's probably quite dry, but that just might be how
It was actually all right. It was like a charcoal bun.
Charcoal bun with the gold leaf topping.
Yeah, like actual gold leaf on top of it, which is a bit weird.
We also went to that restaurant in the morning as well for breakfast.
Yeah, and for people eating the tea now, I apologise, but we didn't eat that bun for a couple of days after I thought I needed to go to A&E. Let's put it that way.
I thought that was
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
photo. You almost
That's
don't realise
nice,
there's glass there.
Yeah.
I got chicken.
Oh yeah, Darcy wanted chicken and chicken run.
I was going to say, is that from Chicken Run?
Yeah, we were having breakfast and she was like, "Can I have a pound for the grabbing machines?" I'm like, "I never win anything." So I give her a
Oh, the
pound.
one time you don't
goes.
film and then she wins.
Yeah, and she comes back and she's won a chicken. But yeah, Chessington, just for anybody that's
How
not
much was
aware,
open at Chessington?
it's only the zoo bit that's open during that.
Oh, really?
So there's not a single ride open. It's literally just the animals.
The monkeys and the penguins were cute.
Yeah.
Were these the same monkeys when we went to
Dudley? No.
No, peak.
Peak and
The ones that are by
Darcy said,
the...
the Chessington monkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really cute though. They like put their hands on the glass, tiny little fingers. Really
They
cute.
literally look like a baby's hand.
Yeah. The thing was with Chessington, when it's the zoo days, because you've got the rides to go on, it's a really relaxing day. You don't have to do anything. You just wander around.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting your money's worth almost.
Yeah, and it's just really chilled out. You go back to the hotel at night and you're like, yeah, I've had a good day. Not really done much, but I've had a really good day.
That was the thing about Legoland as well. Normally we get like a bit stressed because we have certain rides that we normally have to go on type of thing to make it like a land, like Flight of Skyline. But because we didn't do them, it was like a really chill day.
Yeah.
We got
Well,
to chill out. And
we went
everything.
there to Legoland not expecting to get on much, but to
Yeah.
be fair, it was actually fairly quiet when we
We
went.
got on like 3 things.
I know Ben and Holly were there the day after us, were they?
Yeah.
And they said it was really busy, but it was the opposite for us on the Sunday. It was kind of quiet.
Did you see Buster?
We didn't see Buster. Well,
Who is
Darcy was
Buster?
very... but Buster's basically been put in storage in the back lot because he's been a bit aggressive recently, apparently.
What is Buster?
Buster's the goat.
Okay, I don't know. Is there a story that I should know?
So when Darcy was really little, the first time she ever went to Chessington, Buster was a really small goat. He'd just been born. So over the years, Darcy's kind of grown up with Buster the goat. So every time we go, she always has to go and see Buster the goat now.
And if you are a big fan of Theme Park Worldwide, yes, it is the goat that bit Charlotte's finger.
Yeah.
Is the goat that what?
On Theme Park Worldwide, Charlotte went into the Cheston bit where the goats are. I went to stroke a goat and it bit her finger. That was Buster.
Really?
Yeah, that's Buster.
But we saw on the first day that we were at Chessington, we saw a staff and we asked where Buster was to the staff. And basically the staff said he's in the back stables. But basically we were talking
Is that code for he's passed on?
He kept on, the staff member kept on saying words like aggressive,
Menace.
every word you could possibly use.
So he's probably not coming back out then.
To describe a goat.
Are the other goats that aggressive?
With its horns like this, and it just runs at you and tries to attack you.
Are the other goats that aggressive? Because I know when we went to Peak, the goats were quite aggressive towards each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
That's exactly what I thought.
Buster was one of the stars of their Animalantic show back in the day, but he's clearly had issues with some of the guests, I think, so they've had to kind of remove him from the show.
Well, I think it's because of COVID, because he got locked up for a while and stuff.
Yeah, maybe. He's still there. He's well known for being the Cheston goat, isn't he? So hopefully he'll stay there for a while, yeah.
Blackpool.
Is there anything else you want to mention about Chessington before we move on to Blackpool?
No, I don't think so. I think we're...
Do you think the zoo days are worth it for people who haven't got an annual pass?
I don't know how much it is to get in if you've not got an annual pass. It
I don't know,
depends.
to be honest.
It depends on that. It's not a full day.
If I word it this way, is it? I don't know. Is it in the top half of all zoos you've been to in this country? Is it worth it as a zoo to go to?
Yeah.
No, I'd say more like a wildlife park. So if it was on par with
Drayton.
Drayton, Peak Wildlife,
I would.
a smaller zoo / wildlife park, like 15 quid entry, I'd probably pay it, but not much more.
Yeah, we were going to
Yeah,
we were going to Legoland and stuff as well, but if we lived closer, it'd be worth it. It's like a half-day trip. But I wouldn't have travelled from our house just to go to Chessington. Not for the 3 days.
I don't know where you want to start with Blackpool, to be fair.
Yeah, so we went to Blackpool for a couple of days, didn't we? Kind of did all the Merlin attractions, so we did the Swords, Sea Life Centre, and we did the Tower Circus for the first time, this time as well. But that picture there is that's not a Merlin attraction, it's the Hole in the One golf.
Yeah.
So
what was that like compared to other mini golfs you've done, especially the Legoland one? Actually, I would have thought it's a cut above the Legoland one. Am I wrong?
It's a different sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like
better theme in, but more compact. But I'd say the holes were slightly more complicated, more interesting.
Slightly more complicated. Some of the holes are borderline impossible.
Like that one there.
That one there that's on the screen, you have to whack the ball into the cauldron, and it goes up the back of a cupboard, and then goes down like the cupboard on the inside, and then takes your photo at the same time. So it's a one-shot hole, basically, but it's so difficult.
Gareth saying, did you get the drink at the end? Is there a special drink to have at the end?
Yes.
Yeah, so the company that run the Hole in the One golf, they also, what's the shop called?
Potions Cauldron.
So on the Shambles in York, there's a shop called the Potions Cauldron. And basically that company, they brew their own they're not Harry Potter drinks because they haven't got the IP, but they're all based around wizards and witches and things like that.
They've got another course in York, haven't they?
Yeah, we've done that
Yeah.
a couple of times. I probably prefer the York one. I don't know why. Can't tell you why, but it's just...
I mean, I like the Blackpool one because it's like compact and it feels more like immersive. But the York one feels like you get more out of it.
Was it busy?
Yeah. Sorry, go on, Mike.
Was it busy? Quite busy, or were you being rushed?
In York, it's always busy. Every time we've been there, we've had to queue outside. It's the opposite in Blackpool. There's people going in regularly, but I wouldn't say it's busy.
There was someone on the hall behind us at the time.
Yeah. But there was 5 of us, wasn't there, in our group? So, yeah. But it's definitely worth a visit. It's not that expensive, I think. You can get like a couple's ticket, which is what we got for me and Laura. I think it was £20 for the couple's ticket.
That's not bad. Same price Legoland.
It is, but then as well as that, you get
$25.99 it was.
£25.99.
£20 gift voucher.
But you also get a £20 gift voucher to spend in the shop at the end.
Oh, included with your entry.
Yeah. So
That's
you
not
can
bad.
get all the drinks, all the sweets, whatever you want, and £20
I
worth at
had
the end.
the
And the drinks they do are quite cool. They've got like bits of like gold leaf and stuff in them, so when you spin them around, they glisten like potions. They're quite cool.
Have we got one of them?
Did you have the cough before you drank the gold leaf?
I did, yes. I've had this cough for what feels like a decade now.
I've had it longer. I've had it for 4 weeks.
Oh, I mentioned the thing it was earlier as
Yeah,
well.
mine's way worse. Definitely way worse.
That drum was a rip-off, that was.
It's
It's like you took it home.
that's a 2 swords, wasn't it?
Because basically, that one that you can see me hitting there is called a hi-hat, and normally they're a bit less louder than the other drums, but it was the loudest thing on the thing. So I was trying to play what I can play on the drum, but you couldn't hear it over me hitting the
It's
hi-hat.
meant to be theming though, Darcy. You weren't. People are using it, but it's meant to be theming.
I can imagine it's taken such a beating over the years. What's their 2 swords like then compared to? Have you done any of the other ones?
Yeah, so it's kind of all right, isn't it, Daz?
Yeah.
It's all right.
When we've got the
I don't know whether you'll be able to see it on that if I hold it up.
so that's one of the
Hang on,
potions.
if I
Can
take,
you kind of see it, like
I can make it bigger anyway.
swirling, kind of?
Can't
Can I make
see
it bigger?
but it's not like
Right, let me show you.
There you go. Show everyone at home. Oh, so it's like particles. Like, is that gold?
Yeah.
It's like a smoky colour.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
maybe
reminds me of that
maybe.
uranium glass.
You can see it way better on that one.
I'm pretty sure we've got the same brand drinks of those downstairs from a shop in Matlock. We've got a blue one and a gold one, and we've not drank them.
Yeah, they do sell them in different shops now as well.
Wait,
Yeah.
is the one that you've got called the Witch's Brew
Which is something,
one?
yeah. I'm sure that's the blue one. We haven't drank them
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. And then Harry Potter-esque chocolate frogs in a jar.
And
Are they like high class Freddos? Are they?
Basically, yeah.
there's this
Yeah.
Stormcast.
Hashtag fix the hi hat. If you're watching this, everyone, hashtag fix the hi hat.
Yeah.
They still have Ripley's in Blackpool. Ripley's, believe it or not.
Yeah, we have. We didn't do it though.
What?
Ripley's.
Yeah, we've not.
I
really-
really fancy doing it, but
I really wanted to go.
is it about £18 a ticket?
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's expensive.
That was pushing it a bit with all the other stuff we were doing.
Also, while we're chatting, I'm going to plug the book. The link's in the description, but I'll just plug the book while we're chatting. I've still not actually used mine yet. I've got a copy just to see that it was all proofed and stuff. But
I've got a Stormcaster.
is that top of that open or not?
No.
No, okay.
I'll prove it by pouring it on the laptop.
Don't pour it on the laptop,
Just in case.
just in case. Yeah, that's a bad one.
Just yeah. So was this was at 2 Swords as well?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Marvel Universe.
Yeah, so they've got a section where they've got all the Marvel characters. And that bit's quite cool because the car's on like a pivot, so kind of the kids can pick up the car and the car alarm and stuff goes off. It's right next to the Incredible Hulk. You can't see it on that picture, but yeah, it's quite cool.
I thought that was
Yeah.
cool.
Groot.
I prefer the original Groot to Baby Groot. I don't know if that's a hot topic of debate.
Yeah, some of the waxworks they've got They're a bit old school and they're a bit bad. But others, some of the new
Bit
ones
bad.
are really good.
I think it's because like people age. Because like they have one of Ant, Total Ant and Deck. And Deck looks perfect, but because Ant's aged,
Has Ant got a massive forehead?
That.
It doesn't really look like he
Not like him,
does.
like.
Just from the Legoland now. It's been thrown in at this bit, but
Hey, my house.
Yeah, that's a Legoland. You had to build something to get your special Brick Days pop badge.
Yeah, they've got a little unit there called the Brick, and basically you go in, it's just like a sea of Lego parts,
you
and
just
then
build.
basically you build whatever you want, and then they give you a pop badge for doing it. Basically,
We have one of the rarest pop badges now as well.
yeah, we've got a cool pop badge, haven't we?
Glow in the dark one.
Yeah, Valentine's Day special.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got one there.
I have got on there.
Yeah.
So I think they've only sold
So
them
that,
this
yeah,
year.
that's a Valentine's one. It glows in the dark. It's got all
Oh, it's the
that.
dragon. I thought it looked a bit like Oogie Boogie for a minute. What's the dragon's name?
I can't.
Wait, what's the dragon's
Is
name?
it George or something like that?
No, it's Ollie.
Ollie, yeah, that's
Ollie.
it. And then
I have got a plush of it somewhere. I should know, but
Brick Days one. Oh, wait.
But I named my dragon the Brick. Wait, where's Brick? Oh, here. Here's Brick.
it's quite cool. It's got a birthday. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
That looks better than
The,
normal.
the Lego shop, the Legoland Windsor is quite cool as well. I got quite a big Lego shop there.
So, did you want to have a go at this quiz?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can get the ones behind
If it requires less talking, I'm all for it. The throat's on its way
I've got
out.
standings from last time. Andrew's in the lead at the moment. We're going to do this once a month.
So they
Team
true or
will
false.
win, 1 point in second.
Is it true or false?
Yeah, be true or false, or A, B, or C.
A, B, C. And true and false.
I might take that away. And do we appear a bit bigger? No, it's no different, really. I was going to say it's easier to see what you're holding up doing it that way. But I'll
I'm
go
going to
back.
be really good at this.
Right, the first one. You're entitled to it's all pirate theme, by the way. But I think that was obvious anyway. You're entitled to a double share of the treasure if you're A, the owner of the ship, B, captain of the ship, or C, the gunner's mate.
You can't hold all of them.
B.
B. Right, do you want to know the answer? It's B.
Hey!
I don't know if people are playing at home. They're going to be on like a 10-second delay. Oh, don't talk about backwash. You're right, Dan. To become the captain, you must A, win a test of strength, B, be the most senior, C, win crew election. You can't hold them all up, Darcy.
She can try.
Which one do you want? She's going to copy you. And I don't know if that's going
The
to
other
work.
copies me.
B.
Oh, bloody. I thought you liked today, and I just want mine last.
Laura, win crew election.
I'm not doing very well, actually.
A quarrel with a fellow pirate would be settled by A, guns and swords at sunrise, B, drinking contest, C, guns and swords on shore.
What's a quarrel?
Argument.
Quarrel, like argument.
An argument with a fellow pirate would be settled by.
What's she going to go for?
Hey.
C, no one got it.
Should have gone to C.
Should have gone
On a
C.
pirate ship, when would musicians have time off? No time off. On the Sabbath, no musicians on a ship. What I think? You can't keep changing, Dusty. Are you going for A?
It's B.
No, you didn't say B. If you were going to the head, where would you be going? Toilet, crow's nest, front of meal queue. That was A, toilet. Where is the prow of the ship?
What's
Front,
the prow?
back.
The question you can't
No.
ask.
What's the prow?
The question.
What's the question? Stupid child.
Excuse me, what's the answer to the question?
What
Before
did they teach you at school?
Not much.
You've got to get that on a shirt.
I think it maybe
What's the answer to the question?
stands for back.
It's the front. What is the difference between a cutlass and a rapier? Names for same weapon. Cutlass is longer and lighter. Cutlass is shorter and heavier.
What's a cutlass?
Got a 1 in 3 chance, Darcy. Just hold a letter up. If you want.
Yeah, you choose anyone. Just don't put true or false up. You'd be good.
I don't actually think I've got any true or false questions this week. What's Darcy going for?
B, I think.
Actually, no. I'm going to give it an A.
Sure you got? Okay. Andy's got it.
Yay! Got one right.
I'm in last place.
Which of these would have been useful in battle? I don't know how to pronounce these, actually. I'm guessing that's pronounced cartouche, bloody flux, or hard tack.
Instead of saying hard, say heart tack. I got bad jokes.
What's Darcy going for?
I'm gonna go for an A.
You're right. So's Laura.
Hey.
You're being fluky tonight.
Chris Moody captained using a Jolly Roger that was red and depicted an arm holding a sword, skull and crossbones, and was it a 7-pointed star, a second skull and crossbones, or a winged hourglass? What's Laura going to go for?
Can't get hold of one.
Yeah, winged hourglass.
I knew that first, so
If no one's seen that, it's quite a cool flag, actually. I didn't know there was more than one type of Jolly Roger, but a ship built for speed would be known as A, galleon, B, pinnace, C, frigate.
You can't put all three up.
What do you reckon, Darcy? Do you know it?
No.
since everyone else has gone for B and C, I'm gonna go for A.
It's B.
Should have copied Mummy.
That one was for the freight. That one was battle. One was speed.
Name the pirate captain who kept the map of the island where Captain Flint's treasure was hidden in Treasure Island. Was it Billy Bones, Long John Silver, Davy Jones?
Put them down. What?
It's Billy Bones. Oh.
All right.
Have you seen Muppet Treasure Island? It's a really good film.
No, I haven't seen it.
By what names was Edward Teach better known? Captain Cook, Captain Morgan, Blackbeard. Oh, you all knew that one.
Yeah.
I thought someone might put Captain Morgan.
Even I knew that.
Pirates believed that pierced ears improved A, bravery, B, fortune, C, eyesight. You're going for B? It's actually eyesight.
Oh.
What is Davy Jones' locker? A, seabed, B, treasure, C, sunken ship. Oh, you all got that one.
I did that first before you two did.
Who used the poop cabin? First mate, the crew, captain. Andy puts his hand up. Oh, you all got it again.
Yeah.
High scoring game this week. Pirating was most common between 1480 to 1530, 1615 to 1640, 1690 to 1720. It's just a case of-
Isn't it still fairly popular?
Because this isn't one of Grandad's relatives.
Granddad's relatives? Granddad's not watching.
Like one of his like.
Apparently, there's a story that there was some sort of pirate heritage.
It wouldn't
in our family.
surprise me, if I'm honest.
What's Darcy on up?
Go back to the land of knock off.
Andy's got it. Andy's got it.
Yeah.
No. You see, he picked B.
Let's see.
How deep is a fathom? 1 foot, 6 feet, 24 feet.
What was that, though?
You're sort of asking.
Do you understand the concept of the quiz, though?
I think this is the last question as well. Is that what you're going for? B, C, C?
Yeah.
Andy got it. So do you want to know? I think that's the last one. Yeah, it was. Do you want to know what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
go on,
What
man.
about the truth and falses?
Yeah, there weren't actually any this week in the end.
Aww.
Right, Andy got 6. Darcy got 6. And Laura got 8.
Ooh, Mummy wins.
So what I'm going to do is, to decide who gets the 1 point for coming second, I'm going to write a number between 1 and 100 on a piece of paper, and each of you can try and guess, and I'll hold it up.
Well, that's impossible.
Whoever gets the closest.
Whoever's closest.
Oh, okay.
Go on then.
You two go first.
No,
Yeah.
Laura doesn't need to go.
Just do for second place.
This is riveting stuff.
Well, a number between 1 and 100.
100.
Go on, it's not hard.
You go first.
Okay, 50.
Okay. Oh, you put me on the spot here. Feel like it's. I'm gonna pick 51.
I thought she'd do something like that. 28. So
Yay. I got second place. No, you put
Smell
it.
Smell
No, because it smells horrible.
it.
What actually is that drink you're drinking?
Vitamin water drink.
Apple and elderflower. Sounds yummy.
It's quite tasty. Taste it.
No.
No, you're right. Smelt it.
If it's green, I don't drink it.
the standings last time, so yeah. Laura's got 2. Andy's still in the lead then with that point, but that's riveting stuff. I don't know if you want. Is there anything else you want to plug? Because you have some more vlogs coming, and
Yeah, so we've already got
Well, Lego Land one's going to be going live shortly.
a room tour one from the other day, which is already live.
Pirate Taker was already live.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a website coming
Oh,
soon
yeah, I
as well.
wanted to do
Go on,
that.
then, go on, then, you say.
Website coming soon. You ruined it for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
that'd be really good.
Yeah, so we've got a Coach of the Joneses website coming, which is going to be hopefully kind of just a website to kind of show off some kind of theme park news and
Yeah.
reviews and things
So
like
it'll
that.
show you news. It'll show you
That'd be really cool.
about theme
Your
parks,
reviews and stuff.
about reviews, everything.
Didn't I just say that?
Darcy's going to be writing some articles, aren't you?
Yes,
Yes.
and there might be a history article that I've written. for the
What, just
future.
one?
No, there's like 100 pages or something.
Whoa.
It's a history of roller coasters. Well, I've only done like 5 pages. So
Oh, is that the one where you found out about the history of roller coasters?
yeah.
Okay, quick test. Who invented roller coasters?
Some
Newton.
Russian dude.
Some Russians.
Newton with the gravity. Otherwise, they wouldn't have known how to use.
It was Russians, wasn't it, that built the first roller coaster?
Yeah.
And next week we've got Elise from Drayton Talk, so we're going to talk about Drayton Manor, and it'd be interesting because I think that roller coaster that's opening is getting so overlooked by everything else, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we keep on saying. That they could really pull it out of the bag with that if it's just like unique.
It's supposedly complete now in terms of the track, and I was looking at some aerial photos the other night. I still can't work out how it works. It looks like it's got so many different diverse routes on it. It could be awesome. It could be really good.
Do you think it'll be a Nemesis beta?
No, come on, be realistic.
Do you think Hyperia will be? I'm really excited about Hyperia.
Hyperia will, in my opinion, will be the best roller coaster in the UK without any doubt whatsoever.
Vampire will.
In terms of rideability,
Vampire.
in terms of the lore and the theming, I think Nemesis is going to get it all day long.
Oh yeah, it looks like they've not really put my. When do you think Hyperion will open?
Sorry, what did you say, Ryan?
When do you think Hyperion will open?
Not at the start of the season.
No.
I know yesterday they announced that they were moving the opening day from the Sunday to the Saturday. And I originally assumed they were doing the Sunday as the opening day because Saturday was going to be Hyperia's kind of pass holder day.
Yeah.
I think Hyperia is going to be May time, I reckon. Because they've now opened Thorpe on the Saturday when there's the first day.
I don't even think Nemesis is going to open in time, to be fair.
I've got a feeling Nemesis won't open on 16.
I'm hoping it doesn't, because I think it would just be nice not to have to stress about, oh, the new ride's there, I've got to go and ride it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
It
know.
sounds like I really don't want to ride it, but it'd be nice on the first day to just be like, there's no stress here, I don't have to rush about.
Yeah, but the thing is, you want to go on it on the first day, otherwise you won't get that feeling ever again.
Well, there'll be a first day. There'll always be a first day. of
Because
Nemesis.
I would have been on the first day of Nemesis when I go.
What?
What's wrong with that?
No.
It'll still be your first time of riding it.
It won't, because I already read it.
Don't start that conversation.
But then technically it is a new cred.
It's not. No, don't go there.
No, but if it's new track, it's got new trains, new wheels.
Yeah, but it's the same layout in the same place at the same park. It's the same roller coaster.
Yeah, but it's not called the same thing. So
It's not
technically
new.
it's a different
It's
cred
not a
because
new
it's
cred.
technically not called the same thing. So
It's
it
not a new
technically
cred.
is a new cred.
If I didn't count that one at Gulliver's that used to be a Camelot, then you're not counting Nemesis.
I tell you what, I'll leave you one to go away with, Darcy. And look at the parts and see if it counts. Does Drench at Oakwood count as a cred?
What?
Is that like
That's the vertical drop for like
the
water,
tidal wave kind of affair?
sort of like Tracer's Nemesis will be a new cred when it's retracked. Yeah, 'cause
why
that
does-
used to
why
always
does-
get
why-
people talking the Drench one. It used to be called Hydro.
Why does Trey think it's going to be a new cred?
What, Nemesis? Probably because the majority of it's a new coaster. I still stand by the fact I would rather if they had a new coaster than... Because Nemesis would have still lasted quite a few years. I would rather they'd spent the money on a new coaster and had Nemesis... Or just had the old one and rebuild it somewhere else. So if you wanted to queue for Nemesis, you could still go ride it somewhere else in the park. I wonder how much money they got for scrapping that. Probably not much.
Well, they would have made more if they sold it in the shop rather than just scrapping it.
Oh yeah, they would have done. That would have been brilliant.
But yeah, I'm still wondering what's happened to the loop because apparently they kept the loop back and nobody's seen it since.
Oh, they're going to use it as a monument, a bit like Corkscrew, I reckon.
I wonder when that was going to become the entrance way by some.
Oh, and you like walk through it, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how to walk through it though.
Yeah.
Unless you literally they just like cut it off so you only have like the top
Yeah.
section.
Or unless they had this thing where they had like the Nemesis arms in the air, and then the loop was there with like a massive sign going across it saying Nemesis Reborn. And all these hands were like getting it, like pulling it.
I'm quite looking
Yeah.
forward to going on Hex as well. It feels like I've been on Hex for years, but we did
Yeah,
have
I got lucky. Was it last year or the year before where it opened at the start of the season for like a week or
It
something?
was
Yeah,
last year. It
last
was
year,
literally
we-
the first couple of visits.
and we managed to get on, didn't we? But yeah, since then not been able to.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Buy the book, everyone. The link's in the description, and Elise will be on next week, and we'll be back on Thursday. So, does Darcy want to say the catchphrase before we go?
This is our thing on our videos. You can't forget Mike's catchphrase.
See you in the review because for now we're gone.
Yay!